What is up, guys? This is Pedro here. Today I'm making a video on who is Redskins quarterbacks coach Ken Zampese and why he's a huge key to success for Dwayne Haskins in his second year and why he's going to help develop Dwayne Haskins into a star quarterback in the NFL. If you guys are new, subscribe for Redskins and NFL content. So let's get right into the video. And before we start, another great Redskins YouTuber on the warpath did make a video like this, so I'm going to put his link in the description or in the comment section below. Go ahead and check him out. So let's get started. So Ken Zampese is 52 years old, and obviously we did hire him as a quarterbacks coach for the Redskins in 2020. Prior to that, he was most notably known for being the quarterbacks coach from the Bengals from 2003 to 2015. He also was the offensive coordinator for the Bengals from 2016 to 2017. His dad also worked in the NFL for 36 years. He was a coach for the San Diego Chargers in 1967. That's where he started. And he also helped contribute to the Air Coryell offense, which is an offense similar to what the Redskins will run in 2020. So that is good to know that Ken Zampese, that's in his blood. He knows what he's doing when it comes to vertical pass offenses. He also contributed, Ken Zampese contributed to the greatest show on turf in St. Louis. With the St. Louis Rams, he was a offensive assistant and a wide receivers coach and a passing game coordinator. So he did help out with that offense. That offense was one of the best offenses of all time, scoring at least 500 points and leading the NFL in passing yards and passing touchdowns in each season from 1999 to 2001. While Zampese did not join the Rams until 2000, he was a part of the historic run the next two seasons as an offensive assistant and wide receiver coach. So he helped out in really, really good offenses, but he also helped develop young quarterbacks. So, like I said earlier, which is really important for Dwayne Haskins, he helped develop Carson Palmer and Andy Dalton into being pretty good quarterbacks in the NFL. So, Carson Palmer sat out his entire rookie season to try to develop, and Zampese helped John Kitna win NFL Comeback Player of the Year after he threw for 3,500 yards and 26 touchdowns. And once Palmer became the starter in 2004, more success followed. Palmer made two Pro Bowls during his 8 seasons in Cincinnati and set several franchise records, including pass rating and completion percentage and single season completions, passing yards, and touchdowns. So if we take a look at Carson Palmer's stats, they weren't amazing, but they were pretty good. He did struggle in his rookie year, but that's expected for a lot of rookies like Dwayne Haskins initially last year. But in his second year, he made the Pro Bowl, having a 68% completion percentage. He threw for 32 touchdowns and 12 interceptions, which is very, very good. And he continued that until really 2007. And then 2008, he was hurt. He only played 4 games. And 2009 came back and played pretty good until he got traded to the Raiders. He actually played really good. He helped lead the Bengals to an 11-5 record in 2005 and a 10-6 record in 2009. He didn't play amazing, but Ken Zampese did help develop him into a pretty good quarterback. The interceptions were a little high, but that's really what Carson Palmer does a lot in his career, 22 interceptions in 2013. So I don't think that was Ken Zampese's fault. And then he also helped develop another young quarterback in Andy Dalton. He made the Pro Bowl in his rookie year, playing in 16 games, throwing 20 touchdowns and 13 interceptions, which isn't special. I don't really know why he made the Pro Bowl, but still played really good for a rookie. It might have been because of the record. And then was 10-6 in his second year, throwing for 27 touchdowns and 16 interceptions. Kept on playing really, really good, 33 touchdowns. Made the Pro Bowl again in 2014, again. Don't know why, 19 touchdowns and 17 interceptions. 2015, though, played really good. It was his last year, or Ken Zampese's last year as a quarterbacks coach. He threw for 25 touchdowns and 7 interceptions, so played really, really good. And then Ken Zampese was offensive coordinator, I believe, from 2016 to 2017, where Andy Dalton also played pretty good. So he was a key factor in helping those quarterbacks develop into Pro Bowl quarterbacks. So I hope he can do the same with Dwayne Haskins. So he helped Andy Dalton and Carson Palmer. Another thing which is really, really important, I think it gets overshadowed, but he helped Baker Mayfield a lot in his rookie year. If you look at Baker Mayfield's first year to his second year, it's just so different. He played really good for a rookie, at least in his rookie year, but in his second year, he played absolutely terrible, especially for his expectations and for the players he had around him. And the only different really variable was, of course, Freddie Kitchens, but also Freddie Kitchens fired Ken Zampese as quarterbacks coach. Ken Zampese was the quarterbacks coach in 2018 for the Browns, but was fired after the season. And if you look at the stats, they're very different. So Baker Mayfield started in 14 games, and his completion percentage, 64%, not bad at all. 3,725 yards, pretty good for the limited time he played. 27 touchdowns and 14 interceptions, pretty good. A little high on the interceptions, but for a rookie, not bad at all. 93.7 pass rating, 53.2 quarterback rating. So played really good for rookie. For a rookie, he came in second in Rookie of the Year voting. So played pretty good. And then his second year, man, it just went all downhill. He went 6-10, so a lot worse than he went in his rookie year. And he also had better players around him. Less than a 60% completion percentage. Threw for a little more yards, but he did play in all 16 games. Threw 21 interceptions to only 22 touchdowns, so only one more touchdown than interception, which is a lot worse than his rookie year. And overall did not play as good as he did in his rookie year, 78.8 pass rating. And a lot, you could say that could have to do with Ken Zampese not being his quarterback's coach, because it did have a huge effect on him, because his weapons got a lot better in his second year. He got Odell Beckham, he got a couple other players, and a couple other players developing. He also got Kareem Hunt. So it could just be that Ken Zampese was fired, and that had to do with it. So I'll read it right here. In just 13 games, Baker set the NFL rookie record with 27 touchdown passes and led all rookies in passing yards, completion percentage, and pass rating. He won NFL Pepsi Rookie of the Week 6 different times and was second in Rookie of the Year voting. And then Zampese was not retained when Freddie Kitchens took over, and without Zampese's instruction, Mayfield experienced a significant sophomore year slump. I already talked about that. And yeah, I think that's a really that firing Ken Zampese is a huge part of that. I think someone ex-Browns offensive line coach said there's a good relationship there, even though Kenny Zampese did all the coaching there. It's just really encouraging to see Ken Zampese consistently develop quarterbacks into Pro Bowl quarterbacks, especially young ones, because he helped develop Andy Dalton and Carson Palmer, two Pro Bowl quarterbacks in their first couple of years. He did not get the chance to have more than one season with Baker Mayfield, but if Baker Mayfield started in all 16 games as a rookie, he could have possibly made the Pro Bowl, so that would have been another Pro Bowl quarterback from Ken Zampese. And I think he can do the same with Dwayne Haskins. Dwayne Haskins already talked about that he's been spending some time. This was earlier in the offseason, in March, April, and May, that he's been spending time with Redskins quarterbacks coach Ken Zampese, and they have a pretty good relationship. So I do think that Ken Zampese is going to be a huge part of his success, is going to help him with the quarterback mechanics. Maybe he'll help him with the overthrowing, because you guys saw, especially in that Lions game, Dwayne Haskins missed Terry McLaurin and a couple other receivers multiple times. So I think he can help with that and help Dwayne Haskins' confidence levels go up, which he did with Andy Dalton and Carson Palmer. Let me know what you guys think about Ken Zampese. Again, let's look at his whole track record. So he started off as a graduate assistant at USC from 1990 to 1991, was a wide receivers coach at Northern Arizona from 1992 to 1994, offensive coordinator there for a year, and then was also another quarterback coach at Miami, and was offensive assistant at a couple teams, including the Rams on the Greatest Show on Turf, and then was the quarterbacks coach on the Bengals for a very long time, I think 13 years, and then was the offensive coach for a couple years, and then went to Cleveland as the quarterbacks coach. So he has a very long coaching career and a pretty good track record. He's been in the NFL for about 30 years, so you know what you're going to get from him. He's consistently had a job in the NFL, so I think he's going to be able to do pretty good for us and help Dwayne Haskins develop a lot. And last thing, After 21 consecutive seasons coaching in the NFL, Zampese joined the Atlanta Legends of the AAF last spring, directing their offense for the final 4 games of the regular season. He then accepted quality control analyst position with the University of Florida and helped the Gators finish 11-2. So again, he has a very, very, very good track record. Not only him in the NFL, but his dad in the NFL for 36 years, and he's helped develop all these young quarterbacks into Pro Bowl quarterbacks. And I think if he can do that with Dwayne, our defense is good enough to win us games alone. So if he can help Dwayne Haskins get those turnovers down, get the touchdowns, and make the throws when we need them, I think we can be a really good team for years to come. And if he can help develop Dwayne Haskins into a Pro Bowl quarterback or an All-Pro quarterback, then that is amazing. And I think he can at least get to a average quarterback this year and maybe get him to being a Pro Bowler in year 3 or year 4. I hope we keep him. I think he's going to be a really good quarterbacks coach. He's been a good quarterbacks coach in the NFL for a very long time. Helped Andy Dalton, Carson Palmer, and Baker Mayfield all get to really good levels. Not necessarily Baker Mayfield just because it was 1 year, but he still helped him improve. Let me know if you guys want to see more videos like this breaking down the position coaches. Let me know in the comments down below. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, go check out On the Warpath, great Redskins YouTuber. And yeah, peace.